America, America, make God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness, and ever again divine.
You know, every time I hear that song, it just brings joy and love in my heart. You know, I decided to do this impromptu um, live session to really talk about what's going on in America and what we're celebrating here on July 4th. And it's very special to a lot of people. But when I start seeing the temperament of what we're having in the country and what I'm dealing with this current week on Twitter, and kind of seeing all this this division and divide off of simple rights that's been defended, it just really puts in question, what are we doing? Are we really being patriots out there? Are we trying to be activists? You know, patriotism comes from a sense of loving each other, loving the country that we're a part of, looking at the differences between us, but saying there's more that binds us together, really looking at the greatness of our country, even though we do our faults as a country. We do have the ability to be greater than any other. And that is why a lot of people decide to defend this country, to sacrifice their time, sacrifice their lives in defense of the ideal of America. And we might not be perfect. I don't think any country is perfect. But by far, we strive to be the most inclusive and perfect country that we ever seen. Now, dealing with a lot of things I'm hearing on the wake of July 4th had me thinking, as a patriot, as a service member, are they really saying these things, or are they really just saying stuff just to make them feel better, or just to check the box off? Recently on Twitter, a couple comments put towards me is, Tony, why do you wear your military service on your sleeve as if it's disgusting? I can tell you, everyone out there right now, yes, I do wear my military service as a badge of honor. The scars that I've got because of my service, the things I've seen in defense of this country, the countless times I spent overseas, missing my kids' baseball, football games, softball games, wrestling matches, missing time with my family, missing time in this country, parts of my life gone forever that I can never get back. But I gladly do that over and over again, like other patriots out there, because we believe in the ideal of America. America is symbolic to what we believe is greatness. Now, a lot of people over there will say, listen, America's not great. I have to beg to differ. I have to beg to differ after seeing countless other countries out there and seeing people are flocking to our great country just for one thing, the American dream. Now, we want to diminish that. We want to say the American dream isn't there. We want to say that our country is not inclusive, that our country is divided between stereotypes, that our country is systematically racist. Well, I can tell you this, I'm a product of this country. Coming from Southern California, a Title I school, coming from an impoverished area, National City, California. Please look it up. You'll see what the crime stats are. Coming from this area, I was able to succeed. And it wasn't because of the color of my skin. It's because true Americans believed in me, inspired me to be better, inspired me to say, no matter what obstacles you go through, you can achieve, you can get through this. Now, man isn't measured by their success, and like, say, women. They're measured by how many times they had adversity and was able to get up, to stand up, to say, I may be down, but I'm not out. That is what America symbolizes. Our country does not guarantee anything, but doesn't guarantee that you have the ability to keep fighting, fighting for yourself, fighting for a better tomorrow. Now, if I gave up back then when I was 16, and told myself that I can't achieve, that this world I see in front of me is all I'm ever going to see, I wouldn't be the man you see today. A man that's dedicated his life towards protecting his country for the rights of everyone, regardless of their skin color, regardless of their gender, regardless of their family traditions. A man that would go back in time and tell 16-year-old Tony, you're going to be able to brief directors of federal agencies, ambassadors, and congressmen on political issues having across what have ramifications that can affect this nation. That young Tony will tell you that you're out of your mind. That's just not on the cards. And see, I was a product of this equity program. I was a product of being told that I cannot achieve because of the color of my skin. My parents went as far as to not teach me Spanish and Tagalog, so I would not have an accent, so I would not be stereotyped. So when people out there tell me this, that I don't know what it is, what it's like, I do know what it's like. My parents had to hide the fact that I was a mixed minority because they wanted a better, because they dealt with that type of racism, dealt with people putting him down. And through that narrow lens, I thought the same. I thought nothing was ever going to be given to me or amounted. I can never achieve anything unless the government gave it to me. Now, going back to that, when I was 16. When I was 16, I was walking past midnight. It was my birthday. No, it was my birthday. And the car rolls down, a shotgun came out. And the words that always forever echo in my head said, "What's up, blood? What do you claim?" Now at that, I make a decision what I'm gonna do. I would have run to middle of the street. And all I said is, "Hey, listen, it's my birthday. I have no issue with you at all." Somehow they moved on. They left. Don't know why. I felt it was God's intervention, God's plan for me. But also, I think it was to show me that this is not where I want to be. I struggled through my time, struggled in college, where I finally decided to join the military, where I had enough. And from there, my eyes opened up to the possibilities. So when I hear a comment from a person on Twitter that says, the best you could do on a school board is teach them boot camp, that's an insult. I think I could do more than teach boot camp. I think I could teach our young kids what integrity is, what self-worth is, what the American dream is that's embodied in my life. Then moving on, having great mentors that I talk to even now. And they're saying, Tony, we're so proud of you, everything you achieved. And I tell each and every one of them, my achievement is because of you. I'm a product of you. You inspired me to be more. You inspired me to be better. You saw something in me that I did not see. And from that, I went on. I was able to get in the Secret Service and then get recruited by the CIA. Be able to achieve things and see things that you can only imagine in movies. Bear the scars of many lost comrades overseas. Bear the scars of many lost foreigners that worked side by side with me. But through all that, it made me love our country even more. And I have no bitterness towards anybody. Now, as we go into this July 4th, what are we doing to make our country better? We're going to celebrate. We're going to have parades. We're going to have fireworks and barbecues. We're going to tell people Happy 4th of July. We're going to go through the motions because it's a day off. It's a holiday. But I want you to reflect on what it really means. What it means to people like myself. what it means to those that are striving for the American dream, what it means to live in a country that gives you the ability